Did you just spend a pretty penny getting yourself a VA Medical Nexus opinion, but you're still denied your VA claim? VA Medical Nexus opinions are not magic bullets. There is no guarantee that just because you paid some doctor online for a positive medical nexus opinion that you're going to win your case. Welcome to VA Made Easy. I'm VA-accredited attorney and U.S. Army combat veteran Ed Farmer. Today we're going to talk about reasons why you still may be denied even after paying for that medical nexus opinion and steps you could take after denial. If you've been denied your claim and you're looking for help, contact me at vetlawoffice.com. I not only provide zealous advocacy for veterans, I could help you obtain a good VA medical nexus opinion. We have legal investigators that could help obtain those buddy statements for you, and we provide preparation for VA CMP exams. But for now, let's get into it. All right, so you pay for your fancy medical nexus opinion and you're still denied. So first, you have to understand reasons why you may have been denied. So reason one of why you may have been denied your claim even after obtaining a medical nexus opinion is simply the VA didn't see it. It happens all the time, especially if there's a large amount of documents in your claims file. That report gets buried in there, or it gets lumped in with some other records, and the VA just simply doesn't see it. Take a look at your VA rating decision. There's a section called Evidence. See if your medical nexus opinion is listed in that evidence. If it is not, there's a good chance that the VA didn't see it. All right, reason number two why you may be denied even after obtaining a VA medical nexus opinion. The VA just didn't give it the weight it deserves. So the VA just can't ignore a positive medical nexus opinion, but it happens all the time. Either they don't care, or sometimes I feel like they just don't believe the science behind it. They don't believe your sleep apnea is related to your PTSD or whatever it may be, but they just simply ignore it. They don't discuss it, or they'll give some sort of blanket statement such as, well, ours hold more probative value. They just can't discount positive evidence like that. If they're going to compare evidence, then they have to at least give reasons why they find your evidence non-probative, which means they don't feel like it holds any weight. There's a rule that the VA has. It's called the benefit of the doubt rule. And essentially what this rule says, when the negative evidence is equal or almost equal to the positive evidence, you're supposed to find in favor of the veteran. And this just doesn't happen. And the way they get around it is they just simply say, we're just going to ignore that positive evidence. In a minute here, I'll tell you the steps you could take to rectify that. All right, reason number three as to why your claim was denied even after obtaining a VA medical nexus opinion is maybe your medical nexus opinion is inadequate. It happens. I've seen a lot of cookie cutter opinions that veterans have got from people online. These are just opinions where they literally will copy and paste in one veteran's details for another veteran's details. Or they don't give an adequate rationale for the conclusion. They'll make a link to service without really explaining why it's linked. And that's just a bad opinion. Sometimes they don't review the correct records, or they'll quote the wrong records in the report. There's bad exams out there, guys. Just because you paid a medical doctor for an opinion doesn't mean it's a good one. So be careful of who you pay, and I would carefully read that medical nexus opinion before you dig into your pocket to pay for it. And the fourth reason why you may be denied your claim even after obtaining a medical nexus opinion is there's something else wrong with the claim. You're denied for another reason. Yes, you got the nexus element, but there's two other elements you have to meet to establish service connection: a current disability and then an in-service event, injury, or disease. Take a look at your rating decision. See the reason why they denied you. If you need help, get help. VA-accredited attorney or representative could look at that file and determine exactly what you need to win. All right, options after you've been denied your VA claim, even after you have a medical nexus opinion. So you have three options here. You higher level review, a supplemental claim, or you could go to a judge at the Board of Veterans Appeals. It's just as simple as the VA maybe didn't see that opinion, or even if they did see it and they didn't give it the probative value that it deserves, a higher level review might be the best bet for you. I recommend an informal conference when one of these scenarios occur. It's easy to just have a discussion with the higher level reviewer, explain, hey, listen, I submitted this Nexus opinion and I don't see it mentioned in evidence anywhere, or I see you just said, well, your exam holds more weight, but didn't really explain why ours doesn't hold any probative value. Those are reasons for them to reissue the decision, giving more weight or credence to your independent medical opinion. To file higher level review, you're going to fill out VA form 20-0996. And remember, that has to be filed within 1 year of the date of denial. In a higher level review, you cannot submit any new evidence. So you are just purely arguing that they missed evidence already in the file or they misapplied the law in some way. Your next option is a supplemental claim. A supplemental claim requires new and relevant evidence. So maybe you fall into that category where you got a medical nexus opinion, but it's just inadequate. They didn't give a proper rationale, or they didn't cite the proper evidence in their opinion. And now you got to go get another one. Well, if you have new and relevant evidence, then your choice is to do a supplemental claim. That is VA form 20-0995. And you can file a supplemental claim after that 1 year mark with new and relevant evidence. However, your effective date may be limited to just whenever you file a supplemental claim. But if you've continuously prosecuted this, yes, then the proper effective date might be when you originally opened that claim. Your third option is go to the Board of Veterans' Appeals. This is a good option, especially if maybe you've already done a higher level review and you still got denied. You've done another supplemental claim, got denied. If you're just spinning your wheels at the regional office, it's time to get a judge involved. It's time to let that judge look at both the VA's opinions and your medical nexus opinion and make a determination if they're equally balanced. And again, if they're equally balanced, that benefit of the doubt rule applies and you should win. I have a lot of luck at the Board of Veterans Appeals. I trust those judges more than I trust the people at the regional office. It just takes a long time. You're going to wait. You're going to wait a long time, probably 3-4 years. Sometimes it's necessary to go to the board, especially if you can't get the people at the regional office to understand your claim and consider the proper evidence. If you want to go to the Board of Veterans Appeals, again, you have 1 year to do it. You have 3 sub-options with the Board of Veterans Appeals. You could submit new evidence, you could ask them to decide on the record, or you could do a hearing, and the proper form is VA Form 10182. And lastly, if you've been denied your VA disability claim, despite having a medical nexus opinion, your last option is to get some help. Get a VA-accredited attorney or representative to help you, especially somebody who's able to get you a new medical nexus opinion or help you with those buddy statements or prepare you for the exam. Those are all things I could do for you at vetlawoffice.com. If you need help, check me out there. For the meantime, keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing, and as always, you have the power to change your view.